When Jane and David found out that they were having a second baby, they were full of excitement. Little did they know what challenges were ahead of them. Jane gave birth to a healthy little boy named Ray. Everything seemed perfect. But then a few months down the line, they noticed Ray's eyes were turning yellow and his stomach was growing bigger by the day. They rushed to a nearby hospital in Gatanga, but were later referred to Kenyatta Hospital, and the doctor's report was devastating. Little Ray needed special attention. He was diagnosed with liver cirrhosis.
One of the symptoms of cirrhosis is tiredness and lethargy. You lack energy, weight loss, feeling sick all the time. Also, you have very itchy skin, and you have tenderness or pain around where the liver is located. The body's response to hepatitis leads to cirrhosis. Fibrous tissue is formed in the liver, and this is where you get nodules in the liver.
People often think of cirrhosis as a disease caused by long-term alcohol abuse. While this is sometimes a factor in most adults, it can also affect children, and it can be traumatizing.
Once liver cirrhosis has occurred, it cannot be reversed. But there's management which you can undertake to prevent further damage. So things like reducing the fat that you take, and if you drink alcohol, limiting the amount of alcohol that you take. Also certain drugs. You know, the liver, one of the main functions of the liver is to detoxify your blood.
The disease had a big impact on Ray's growth in infancy. Cirrhosis of the liver in infants can have very serious, sometimes fatal, consequences. He cannot walk because of plasters in his legs after a fall attributed to his weak bones. Medics say that Ray's slow bone development can be attributed to cirrhosis. The liver produces certain proteins and hormones that aid in a child's growth and development.
Anatembea kidogo, lakini akitembea kidogo akianguka hivi agongwe mahali, hiyo ni shida. Juu mifupa yake inakuanga weak.
Ray's case is particularly severe. Because he has had liver cirrhosis for so long, the organ is almost completely destroyed. On one of Jane's and David's frequent hospital visits, Ray's doctor recommended a liver transplant.
They actually called us. We had somebody, one of their neighbors, we had helped one of their neighbors go for another treatment, and they had heard about us that way. And so they got our numbers, called us, they came in, we had a conversation, got in touch with the local doctor, the local physician, started working with the local physician to find a complete solution for Ray.
According to their doctor, such a procedure has not been done in Kenya, and they would have to be flown out of the country to India to get a transplant. Once again, exposing the lack of investment in medical technology in Kenya. A majority of the funding of Kenya's health sector comes from donors, who mostly support specific areas for treatment for management. More than 60% of Kenya's HIV program is funded by the United States and the Global Fund for HIV and AIDS. Specialized medical research is, by funding standards, the poor cousin in Kenya's medical family tree.
India is one of the first countries that ever did a liver transplant successfully in children. So we got options. We looked at 4 or 5 different options. Worked with the local doctor here, got 4 or 5 options for Ray.
Ray's chances of getting the treatment he needed, like many other Kenyans, are now pegged on finances that his parents don't have. But there might just be hope for little Ray.
Kulipalipa hivi, kumfanyia maexere, unatumia pesa. Juu zingine wanakuambia Kenyatta hata ukienda unakuta hakuna kitu wanakufanyia free, yote mpaka ugharimike.
Still, medical bills, loans from friends are piling up, and Ray's parents are often left with no money at the end of the day.
Siwezi hata pata 10,000 juu venye nimekaliwa na magonjwa na nini. Sasa ndio mimi niko naomba tu mtu anaweza nisaidia anisaidie na vyovyote ataweza, tugharimie huyu mtoto aende India afanyiwe transplant. Mimi nimejitolea kumpatia maini yangu.
It's not hard to read David's emotions by looking at him. He knows that his little ray of sunshine may not have much time left to illuminate his and Jane's lives. Charity, Kimani, KTN.